Hi again, everyone. I'm Mike Lucas for UWBadgers.com with your Rose Bowl update. After winning the Big Ten championship over Michigan State on December 3rd, the Badger players got a short break from competition. By the sounds of it, it was time well spent.
And we went through a long, hard grind of a season, and Coach B really gave us a chance to get our legs back up under us. We had exams this week and in preparation for those, and so we did a lot of conditioning once we did lift, but we kind of stayed away from practice, being that we had a rough season during Big Ten play especially, and guys were just beat up, and so it gave you guys a great chance to go out there and recover.
Most importantly, yeah, it just took some time off to get my mind back into things and focus on things other than football, because the last however months, whatever it's been since August, how many straight weeks has been strictly football.
Since the Badgers went down this path last season preparing for a Rose Bowl, are there any benefits to having that type of experience in going back to Pasadena?
When we go down there, we pretty much know what to expect. Guys are not going to be in the ooh and ahs of LA or whatnot. I know when we got out there last year, for me myself, I had never been around anything like that, and so it was kind of like a wow factor, we were more so shocked about being there as opposed to playing in the actual game.
One thing we can do is learn from what we didn't do last year and look at the way we prepared and maybe how well we could have prepared and actually get a do-over this time. So learn from that experience totally, and also just the experience of being out in California and being wide-eyed and bush-tailed, just to this time be around and not have that as much of a wow factor and be a more business-like approach.
One of the many perks from appearing in a bowl are the December practices. From a developmental standpoint, how valuable are they?
I think developmental is so important, especially looking back on my career. That's when I first started playing defensive tackle, and you just learn the position and you learn how to play football again rather than being on a scout team, and you get to compete, and it's so many extra practices and reps that you really don't get throughout the year.
A lot of times those developmental practices are geared towards the younger guys, you know what I'm saying? So the older guys who are leaving the program, we're not going to be playing here the following year, but the younger guys can really hone in on their technique, hone in on their fundamentals, and truly hone in on their skills. And it's just like a great environment because the older guys can coach those younger guys up as well.
Oregon has been tabbed the early favorite in the Rose Bowl over Wisconsin, but what are some of the Badgers' early impressions of the Ducks?
Well, first of all, get in shape, because they do move the ball a lot. And it's interesting to see on film because usually it cuts out in between plays, but when the ball carrier goes down, you see those guys get up right away and look to the sidelines for a play. So we need to figure those things out and some semantics to just limit the amount of communication that we need.
We're a tremendous football team, of course, coached by a tremendous football coach, and they're just fast, up-tempo. They like to get a lot of plays off. They do a great job at controlling the clock, and they can score really, really fast if you allow them to.
That's our Rose Bowl update for Wednesday. Thanks for watching UWBadgers.com.